guys, this is Rob back for another review, and I'm doing one of a KO, which I don't have many of, but it's one that I'm particularly impressed with, and this is the Sharkticon. I don't know who makes these, but to be honest with you, the quality seems to be really, really good, and I haven't got the original G1, and I'm not going to be paying 500 quid to get one either, which I've seen some going for. I always wanted this toy when I was a kid. I didn't even know if it had come out. But they definitely, I don't think we had them in the UK. And other writers like the Sharkticons and the Quintessons, but I just love the designs of them. It looks fun at the same time as it genuinely looks scary and freaky and weird. And still looks Transformers-y and G1-ish. Which it is G1, but you know, it's probably one of the most cartoon accurate of all the G1 toys that was ever done. And I haven't got any issues with this figure whatsoever in terms of quality, except for I can see there's a bit of rust on some of the metal work, which makes me worry about pins growing in size and shattering the plastic eventually. But still, you know, that got a bit of dust in it there. I describe it as being, I mean, I've seen the original, but I've seen plenty of G1s. It seems to be that good, it makes you wonder whether it's just old stock. Now, it even actually says Hasbro 1986, C, or C Hasbro 1986, C Takara Co. Limited, 1986, Japan. And the font looks exactly the same as anything that Hasbro do. I mean, I know that they can make really good copies these days, but there just doesn't seem to be anything up with this at all. I actually just accidentally dropped it, bringing it down the stairs to do this review, which pissed me off a bit, to be honest, but there doesn't seem to be any damage, luckily, so I suppose it's a good test for you guys if there's anybody considering buying it. It survived a drop, so it obviously isn't that weak, and that said, there's one thing that looks suspect there. It's not broken, but where they pot riveted it's split though, so I don't know if that's inferior pot riveting, but no real stress marks that I can see anywhere. And the transformation is very simple, but we'll get into that in a second. It comes in this box, which is a bit bloody dusty again, which is definitely fake, because the way this grey goes around here I think is different, and the way the shade of the purple is a bit pinker. I've got an original G1, what's it, Fangry, and it's a different darker shade of purple than this. This is quite pinky. It doesn't look it on camera, it looks right on camera, but looks a different colour what I can see here, much pinker. But it's a good box, you know, it certainly is very reminiscent to G1. You've got the text specs on the back, got the battle scene, it all looks lovely, just like it should. If we get inside it a second, open it up. It did come packaged on this, sealed exactly the same way as the originals were, which is pretty cool. And I must say I really got a kick out of getting this, because it was the first time I'd had the thrill of opening a G1 package toy that looked like a brand new G1 toy since I was a kid, and it really took me right back, I can tell you. Yeah, that was a good experience. And if anything, probably the best thing about buying the item. I just wish that Hasbro would release them again. So, in fact, I wish they would release these in packs of 3, exactly the same toy, just shrink it down. So about, I don't know, about a bit bigger than the Legends, perhaps. I'm sure you could do a mini box sized Sharkticon pretty easy. Comes this little gun, which I don't tend to have them displayed with, because, yeah, I don't see the Sharkticons as needing guns. They just bite stuff and rip it to pieces. So I've got this clear thing here for reading the text specs. We've got the instructions. All looks very genuine. It'd be funny if this turned out to be a mint box when I just ripped it open, but yeah, I know it's not. It's definitely got to be a KO. I only paid about 15 to 20 quid for it, I think, or possibly a bit more. And it was worth every penny, so, to me. And I did have the sticker sheet for it, but I've put it out somewhere. I've probably accidentally put it back in Fangry's box because I had them both out. And I've got a little rub symbol here which has been unapplied, and that works surprisingly good. So that's a very good rub symbol. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. So to transform him, you want to bring this jaw down so it clips into place, and then you want to take these arms around, which are bloody stiff, but maybe only so far, because we need to get the head back, which lifts back like this. This gives some sort of articulation in the mode, shark mode. So this pops off, his little mace. Legs pull out, and the feet rotate around, and you can just separate them a bit. Then these arms go up. He says they go up. Okay, let's move that back a bit further. There we go. So you move these to the back, and you can put them down if you want to, like that. But I think it's more interesting if you have them sticking up in the air. Then I get good to have a few of these and do a few little variations with them. So you got these dudes here, and I did have an issue with these being far too tight. So what I did is I unscrewed them, and then just wore them down a bit with the file, and now they pop out really easy. Because the one actually broke off, and this little tab here, and I glued it back on with some polystyrene cement, and it's as strong as it was before. I used Humbrol, which is good stuff these days. Really improved their formula and what they used to have. It sets plastic real solid if you leave it for about 24 hours. The longer the better. So you've got these little fists there, and these can be moved forwards or backwards. I have them backwards, and they rotate. So you just got up and down. But it's a nice little bot mode, and put his little tail in here, which I keep wanting to put in Cup's hand, to be honest. So there's that, and there's Blaster. We'll put that in there. And to be honest, he looks pretty good at that Blaster. I might well leave him displayed like that for a bit now, actually. So no stickers on this. I've not applied any, and I don't intend to either, because I think it looks good enough as is. And bearing in mind that these things are loyal to the Quintesson, so I don't really want it to have a Decepticon badge. Although they do look like they could be some sort of stray Decepticon bunch, like the Insecticons perhaps. And there's that bloody clock again. Oh good, it stopped this time. That clock, it all starts sometimes and it just keeps going and going and going. It takes ages to stop. Drives me mad. It's probably why I don't do reviews here very often. So, yeah, face. I've been told there's a way you can tell with the face. I think the first copies they didn't paint the face, but now they started painting the face, and it's getting really hard to tell. The chrome on these teeth is absolutely immaculate and looks perfect. There's no pitting on it or anything. It's absolutely brilliant. I suppose there's one slight imperfection there I can see, but nothing that I haven't seen before or anything else. So, as for the quality of what these made out of, who knows, but they certainly seem to be pretty damn good. So, size comparison, we've got G1 Double Dealer, who is shrunk down at the moment in his, what should you call it mode? Rocket transport mode, something like that. So, with Generation Starscream, he's bigger than Generation Starscream, and G1 6-liner, so he's a bit not as tall as that, but. And for final comparison, when we got him out, the Superlink General Galvatron. And they're a good size for each other, and they go quite well together, as you can see. That's why I say it fits in with G1. So, yeah, pick this guy up if you see it. Don't spend too much money on it, but if you haven't got a Sharkticon and you don't want to spend 500 quid, then this is the fella for you. So cheers guys, see you soon.